Good afternoon. Sorry for the delay in getting started. The court will take up the next case. This is cause number CV2009382 in the interest of Ezekiel Cantu, a child. The case is set for permanency hearing and pretrial today. The case is currently set for trial on September 30th, 2021 at 2 p.m. The hearing today is being conducted pursuant to emergency orders of the Texas Supreme Court via Zoom video conference. Participating in the hearing today on behalf of the department is caseworker Brittany Throneberry, Supervisor Amanda Outlaw, and Brown County Assistant Attorney Terry Moore. The mother of the child is Destiny Cantu, has been personally served with citation notice of suit. She is not present. Emily Miller is present as her attorney ad litem. The alleged father of the child is Michael Jackson. Attempts have been made to personally serve him on October 5th, 2020 and June 2nd, 2021. Those attempts were unsuccessful. Mr. Jackson is not present. The court takes judicial notice that the court has appointed Daniel Willingham to represent him, and Mr. Willingham is present on his behalf today. The attorney and guardian ad litem for the child is Larry Meadows, and Mr. Meadows is not present. The child is excused from participating in the hearing today. All right, we're ready to proceed. I'm going to ask Ms. Throneberry, and I guess that's it for now. You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give today before the court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
All right, thank you. All right, Ms. Moore.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We're ready.
Ms. Thornberry, what is your connection to the Ezekiel Cantu matter?
I'm the permanency case manager for the case.
And Ezekiel is placed with a relative. Is that correct?
Yes, he's placed with his grandmother.
Okay. And how is that placement going for him?
It's going well. He's comfortable there. It's my understanding that he's lived there most of his life.
Okay. Are all of his needs, academic, psychosocial, medical, all of his needs being met?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry, my dog. Sorry.
That's all right. I've had quite a week with dogs as it is. So let's talk about the mom for a minute, Destiny. It's my understanding Destiny has some mental health issues and some drug issues. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. Has she worked any of the services at all that have been requested of her or ordered by the court?
She has not. She's been hospitalized most of the case. I was able to drug test her one time during the brief period that she was out of the hospital. And that test was negative. But she was recently, actually, she was struck by a car. And so she's in the hospital now dealing with her injuries from that.
Okay. Now, you said the previous hospitalizations were those for mental health or drug usage issues, or what were the previous hospitalizations for?
Those were for mental health, and this newest one, she's currently hospitalized, is just for physical injuries.
Okay, all right. Now the dad, or the alleged dad, I guess, is Michael Jackson, but we've never been able to locate him at all. Is that correct?
That's correct.
As far as we know, has he had any contact with Ezekiel at all? I mean, does Ezekiel even know who he is, or?
No, he's never been in his life, and he does not know who he is.
Okay, all right. So what is the ultimate goal here for Ezekiel?
So right now the goal would be for his grandmother to adopt him. The concurrent goal was family reunification, but if we cannot get him reunified with his mother, then we would like him to stay with his grandmother.
Okay. At this point, given the mom's history and her current situation, is it looking like that reunification with mom is a likelihood?
I don't think so at this time, just because her physical injuries, it's going to be a very long road for her to recover. She broke her pelvis in 2 places. She has a shattered leg. She's got both of her arms broken, I believe. So I just don't know how many services she could complete with everything going on.
Okay. Do you know whether her injuries, I mean, how was she struck by car? I mean, do you know anything about it? I mean, was there a mental episode going on or anything, or?
I don't know the details surrounding it. I was able to speak with her briefly, but she didn't give me those details.
Okay. All right. So ultimately then, if reunification is not possible, then we're looking at being placed with the maternal grandmother. And is the grandmother open to that?
Yes, she is currently trying to get licensed and working on doing that.
Okay. All right.
Ms. Moore, just a second before we proceed further. Ms. Miller, I just noted on my screen that it just popped up showing Destiny and Cantu is in the waiting room.
Oh, good. Okay.
Do you need to visit?
Okay.
Okay. Do you need to visit with her before I let her in?
That'd be great. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. I guess I'll let her in and then I'll put you and her in a breakout room for a minute.
Perfect.
So,
Thank you.
Stand by for that. Just a second. I'll stand by for just a second. I think she's still trying to connect. Ms. Cantu, are you able to hear us? Ms. Miller, it still shows on my screen she's connecting. All I see is video. I don't know. I sent her in chat that said
Okay.
you can join audio, but I don't know if she received it or not. And still,
I don't know, Your Honor. We can proceed and I'll get in touch with her after the hearing.
okay. Well, that's fine. Thank you. If it connects in the meantime, we'll go forward. All right. I'm sorry, Ms. Moore. You want to pick up where you were?
Ms. Thornberry, is there anything else that you feel like the judge needs to know either about Ezekiel or mom? Obviously not about dad because we don't know anything really about him or his whereabouts, but anything else that you feel like the judge needs to know about today concerning either the child or the mother?
No, not at this time. I think everything's been said.
I'll pass the witness.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Miller, do you have any questions?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Ms. Thornberry, you were able to speak with Ms. Cantu by phone, I believe, yesterday, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And she's been hospitalized in one hospital or another for probably about a month now, as far as her physical injuries go. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so her family and everyone's kind of looking for a charity physical rehab facility since she has no insurance and has no Medicaid, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And so her convalescing and getting better from a physical perspective is kind of the order of the day right now.
Right.
Okay. And you did have a good and lucid and substantive conversation with her?
Yes, I did. She seemed very clear-minded yesterday.
Okay. And more clear-minded than perhaps in the past, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And she was concerned about Ezekiel and how he was doing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. No further questions, Your Honor. Thank you.
Right, thank you. Mr. Willingham, any questions?
Yes, I just have a question. In the attempts to contact Mr. Jackson, did you were there any leads that seemed more promising than others?
There was an address located in Killeen that we thought he may be at. We did try to serve him there, and it was actually, I believe, his mother's home, but they said that he hadn't lived there in 2 years and that they had no contact with him. And since then, there's really been no leads of where he may be residing.
Okay, thank you. I haven't been able to locate him either, so no further questions.
Thank you. All right. Ms. Moore, any other witnesses?
No, Your Honor, I'll just ask the court to take judicial notice of the court file.
No objection.
All right. Ms. Miller, did you have any witnesses or anything else you wanted
No
to
witnesses, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. Willingham?
No witnesses, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, the court will continue the department as temporary managing conservator of the child and continue the child in the current placement at this point in time. The next hearing in the case right now is the trial. It's set on September 30th, 2021 at 2 p.m. Court noted Mr. Meadows is not present today. I'm a little concerned about whether he'll be able to participate in the trial. So I'm going to substitute Chelsea Timmons in as the attorney ad litem and guardian ad litem in his stead in the case as we go forward. If there's anything else, we'll be adjourned for today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Judge.